What's going on, everybody? It is Monday night. It is November 3rd, 2025. It is break night, and we are ready to rock and roll. We have one guaranteed break and probably a second guaranteed break with NBA. We are doing our final 2024 Leaf Trinity Baseball Flash break. One of the spots is actually going to be given away as part of the mini that is up. Let's straighten this up. That was quiet, but apparently not. All right. Let me just write this up. One guaranteed hit per spot. All right. So I got that written. We'll set that over to the side here. And one of that, we'll just put the spot one in the mini. All right. We still have yet to see the booklet. Again, I don't know if the booklet went out of the shop with the two boxes that got sold, but either way. Hi, hon. You're the first person to comment. You win everything. No, just kidding. All right. I have 3 teams left in football for DONRUSS. Am I giving away the kaboom tonight? No. But funny, you say that. Good segue. Funny you say that. So, if any of you all happen to catch the video I posted on Sunday, so if you all remember the story about how I was supposed to get 6 boxes of DONRUSS tins, football tins, and ended up getting 6 advent calendars. We decided that I should basically rip 3 and keep 3 for breaks. And then on Sunday, when I happened to be just sitting watching a break left over from the night before that I happened to be in, I decided to rip. I ripped the first one on Saturday night, hit absolutely nothing. So I was sitting at my desk, ripped the second box, and sure enough, for the very first time ever, did I hit the Travis Hunter kaboom. I can honestly say I've never held really one in my hands before. That was a football one. So this all happened because you all helped me make good decisions. And this is going to end up going off to PSA. We're going to get this graded and hope for the best. Especially since he's on kind of the IR right now. But as an appreciation and a thank you to you all, that was box number 2 that I pulled. When I said I was going to take 2 or take 3, rip them, and then use 3 for breaks. Well, that was box number 2 that kaboom came out of. This is box number 3. And as an appreciation for you all helping me make good decisions, everybody who was in breaks from the last 2 weeks, from when all the shenanigans occurred up through tonight, everybody who's in breaks, at the end of the break tonight, at the end of the stream tonight, I'm going to put in a massive duck race, and somebody is going to take that third box home. No questions asked. It's just an appreciation for everybody who helped make good decisions on that, which led to me getting my kaboom. So if you had a spot in any break, every spot you've had, I'm going to throw it into a massive duck race for the last 2 weeks, and we're just going to let it fly. And it's a completely free giveaway for folks. So I'm giving it to you guys. You guys did me a solid by giving me good advice. I took the good advice. It paid off. So you all get to reap the benefits of it now. If you actually looked at the mini tonight, I actually stacked the mini a little bit, way more value than what the return side is on it, because it was kind of a subtle thank you for helping make good decisions. So end of the night. So if you want to add your chances to get in on this, the flash break is up. I have 5 spots available in the flash break, $25 a spot. We do still have some Bowman Chrome U jumbo spots. If that does rip tonight, then those will be eligible for that giveaway as well. Anything picked up tonight will also be eligible for the giveaway. So all right. So I don't think I had any takers for the last 3 base or football team spots, which was the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Titans. So I'm going to go ahead and claim them. I'm going to move the kaboom because it's going to go to the PSA grading pile. All right. So I'm going to pull the boxes up. So if anybody wants to get in the Leaf flash break, please put a comment in the comment section. Also, we are doing serial number giveaway again tonight. So, serial number guessing. So if you want to go ahead, put your serial number into the comment section for your chance to win $5 of break credit. All right, let me put these up here. So get your serial numbers in. And we have a lot of Donruss to rip tonight. So it's going to be very, very, very base heavy. Y'all are quiet tonight. I only got 2 people talking, and one's my wife. What gives? Where are you all at? Y'all sleepy still? It's Monday. The mini has 4 spots left in it, too. So if anybody wants to get in that mini, camera's whacking everything. Stuff falling all over the place. All right. I do have the... I have to move some stuff around here. Let's do this. Oh, really screwed up the... We're going to move some stuff around. All right. Charizard, you need to come down. You. All right. That's for the flash. Hi, Liam. All right. Put these all here. Charizard over on the side here. We're going to move Wayne off screen here. Need like a bigger, broader spectrum view table, I guess. I don't know. But then it gets all weird with the alignings. I don't know. Talking to myself. Don't mind me. Mark wants another mini spot. I choose the number. Okay. Let's see, Mark. What do I choose for you? Let's see here. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. So I gotta fix the lighting here. There we go. All right. Let's see. Mark wants another mini spot. Let's see what's available. Spot 3. Spot 3 is my go-to. Every mini. Right. And Andrew closed it. All right, so Andrew just closed the mini, so we are good to go on that. All right, how's that? So we just need everyone get their payments in for that one. All right. All right, so the mini is now full. All right, we're going to do a duck race for the Donruss. This one is going to be a long one because there's so much base. All right, so we are closed. There. All right, so football's closed. And all right, and we're gonna do the run. I'm gonna pull up a race timer. I don't care about that. I don't care about magnesium. All right. Let's see. Let's do. Try to figure out what kind of race we want to do here. Let's do a crab race. We're going to do the crab race for the random. So, Andrew, it was 3 spots to close the mini. So you got 3 you have to pay for that. All right. I'm going to add your active screen. Man, a lot of people are going serial number 1. So for just the mini, you owe 60. It's 3 mini spots. Unless you want to do some Bowman U. I need some more of that taken, but or did you want to, or if you want to do the flash break as well? I got the flash break up tonight. What can I add to your tab, or not your tab, your checkout cart? Let's see, crab race. Serial numbers down. but 60 just for the minis alone. Oh, I gotta log in. Oh, that's wrong. Now I'm just messing up and typing. All right. And there we go. All right. Now I can show it. There we go. Much better. All right. So for football, we're going to pull the list in. So this is top 9 are going to get the Giants for the boxes. So the way this one works is the first 7, the spot 1 and 2 will each get one of the Donruss bundle boxes that have the jumbo downtowns. Spots 3 through 7 will each get 2 blaster boxes. Spots 8 and 9 are going to each get 2 tins for the Giants. So we're going to work backwards up. The boxes for the bundles are over to the side right now because they're so huge it would take up the entire desk. So, all right. So here is everybody's name on the list for this one. So I ended up taking the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Titans. 30 seconds on the clock. All right. We are ready. We are set. And we are So you want to be, if you want a chance at having hopefully a jumbo Jackson dart, you want to be in the top 2. Otherwise, you really just want to be in the top 9 here. So our sneaky crabs are in the lead. Mr. Hudson is currently in the lead right now. Tino's surging to the front here. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? We've got Tino is going to take him back. All right, here is your order. Your jumbo boxes are going to go to Tino, Dan, and then the blaster boxes are going to go to Jaw, James, Lori, myself, and Todd. Last 2 tins are going to be Mark and myself. And that is your results. So we're going to put that in our list so you all can see it. And of course, you're going to do it that way on me. All right. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. Did anybody any good Halloween stories that anybody wants to share? Any good times or fun stories from Halloween? This around. Screen share. All right, there you go. And that's what we're gonna end. All right, we've killed that one. All right. All right, Andrew's taking a Bowman U spot. We are 1 spot away for guaranteeing the Bowman U. We just need 1 more to guarantee that break. If you're interested in Bowman U football. I would thought there would be more of a surge for the Bowman U football, although I can't swear that I know any of the college players that are out there that somebody's chasing right now. Apparently my brain's a little bit functioning a bit slower tonight than I initially thought it would be. Andrew would like a 3 and a random in the flash. You got it. Frankie was creepy down. The creepy clown scaring our kids in the neighborhood. Nice. Three hours of trick-or-treating in a 36-degree nor'easter. Wow. That's wild. So Lynn wants 4 on the flash. Andrew said 3 and a random. Andrew, you're going to get 3 and 5. All right, so we got 2 spots left. You got 2 spots left in the flash for that, and that will be towards the end. So, anybody wants spots in those flash? We have 2 left. All right, I'm gonna make sure I get everyone's serial numbers down before we get cracking here. I hear dings, ding, diddling, ding, 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 ding. Oh, Andrew just said close it. Okay. All right. Well, that Bowman U football is guaranteed tonight now, so Andrew has closed that. All right, so every break is pretty much guaranteed tonight. Nice. All right. We will run that mini once we finish DONRUSS football, so hold on to your britches. Alan would like a 6. Alan, I'm assuming you want 6 in the flash, which would leave us 1 spot left, number 2. For those who are joining in late, missed the story. Basically, long story short, because of your all's recommendation, I'm welcome. So basically, because of your all's recommendations, 6 for serial number. Okay, I wondered. This is happening tonight, no matter what. So I know you got into it before. That's why I was here. All right, still have 2 left in that. 6 for serial number. Oh boy, my brain is I'm more scatterbrained tonight than I realized. So let me hold on now. Take a step back. Because I pulled the Travis Hunter Kaboom out of the 6 boxes that I got inadvertently sent to me instead of these Donruss tins that I was supposed to get. That was the 2nd Kaboom countdown box. The 3rd Kaboom countdown box is sitting behind me right now. I am giving that away for everybody that's in breaks the last 2 weeks from when all the shenanigans started as an appreciation and a give back to you all. It is completely free. It includes every break that everyone has been in from the last 2 weeks, including tonight. So if anybody wants to take another serial, not one of those flash break ones, those will count towards that as well. But it is just a thank you. It is totally just a free giveaway for you all to say an appreciation, for you guys to have that box. I am not going to rip it myself for me. I am going to let someone in the group have that box. Since I got the Travis Hunter Kaboom out of the box that I picked because you guys told me to do that. So for good advice, that's a free giveaway to you all. So that's my appreciation and kind of my give back to you guys. I could have just ripped it myself, but I decided I wanted to give it back to you guys. So, all right. So Mark's got 25. Liam has 1. TJ, and I will run that random. That will be a duck race held at the end of the night. So Lynn with 119. Brian with 22. Greg 28. Chad's got number 1. Andrew also wants number 1. Andrew, I did a break, a case break of the Bronx Legacy. I got absolutely smoked in it, like totally destroyed in it. Alan, 6 for the serial number. Frankie takes number 2. Okay. Frankie's picking spots while he's in the shower. Damn, he's committed. All right, so we have 1 spot left in the flash. 1 spot left. All right. There's 1 left. Number 6 is left in the flash. Oh, just absolutely. And it was a serial number break, so you can guess how much it was. Tino will take it. All right. And our flash is filled. Flash break is filled. So Tino will get number 6. That will follow Bowman U Chrome football tonight. All right. Flash is filled. So all of those spots will go into the giveaway for the Kaboom box. It'll be up to you guys if you want me to rip it live, or it is a countdown calendar. Like it's a holiday countdown calendar. So you all can decide if whoever wins that Kaboom box, if they want to keep it and use it for the holidays, or if they want to just rip the hell out of it and see if they can find a kaboom too. So, all right. Here we go. He's holding the Vladdy bat as well while he's taking a shower. Damn. That's commitment right there. I'm hopeful that our Bronx Legacy break will end up being a much better case too. That case that I was in a break for was terrible. It was not good. So it's funny. I was watching that break while opening the Absolute Football box. Actually, I was watching a break that I was in after it that I had luckily gotten on a mini, but and I was opening that box, and that's when I found that, and I was like, oh my goodness. What did we find? What did we find? That's why I quickly jumped for putting the camera on. I did submit that, by the way, for the top 10 retail polls of the month. Hopefully they'll take it, because obviously I didn't open the pack live on the stream, but I did not show the card until I was on the stream. Okay, so we're going to get started tonight. So the tins are going to be Mark and me for 2. So first one's going to start with me for the Giants. Everyone else has their teams. So my dad and Ethan actually opened 2 of these tins together, and pulled actually a Bashul Tootin autograph card. So not too bad. Happy news to report: Mosaic Blasters have finally hit the online, and I'm already 20 blasters purchased of Mosaic football. We're going to have Mosaic Hobby this week. Tomorrow, big day, trying to capture. We have Phoenix football, first off the line, going up tomorrow. Going to try really hard to grab a lot of Phoenix first off the line tomorrow, so we can do those for breaks, as long as the prices are right. They were selling around $350 for the regular hobby, so I'm guessing the first off the lines are going to sell somewhere around $400. So we'll be working on those. If anybody wants a tin, let me know in the comment section, and I will add it to your shipment. So I'm just going to pull these 2 out, or 3 actually. Yeah, I will happily give you some tins, Lynn. Make great target practice too. Make great noise too. I'll drive Lisa crazy. Yes, you can definitely have some tins. All right. So we're going to do a lot of power ripping tonight. If I don't power rip these and I go pack by pack, we are going to be here until 4 a.m. And I do have to go to work at some point. Oh, Lisa, by the way, I totally forgot. I was supposed to go to Grimsley this morning. I realized it after the fact. Dude, I didn't even bother putting a bet on tonight's game because I knew tonight was just going to be an absolute train wreck of a game. The Cardinals versus the Cowboys, I thought was just going to be an awful Monday night game. I put some wagers on the Knicks and Wizards game, which is probably over by now. So if my account still says 0, I didn't hit any bets. No, it's thinking about it. FanDuel is thinking about it. That's not a good sign. I don't understand teams this year. Like, they have you get teams that have some amazing weeks, and then they're just train wrecks the following weeks. And oh my God, I am so sorry for every Bengals fan out there. That was an absolute shame. Flacco freaking puts up freaking 470 passing yards. 50 seconds left in the next game, and my FanDuel is still at 0. Damn. I needed Brunson to make a 3 and score 25 points, and Bridges to have some rebounds. That didn't happen. Ugh. So many bets so close and yet so far away. Oh, well. All right. JJ did really well too. Yeah, I mean, what a game. The Vikings, man, if you put a bet on the Vikings to win this week, you did really good because they were plus 520 going into that game this weekend. All right. They normally black? Oh, it's the black there. All right. So here's the first 2 tins. Here we go. We got Tez Johnson, Kyle McCord, purple rookie, Jake Elliott, James Conner, Jared Goff, Tony Dorsett, Kyle McCord, not numbered, the rookies, Mason Taylor, Malachi Corley, press proof purple, Sam Darnold, Cedric Tillman, Tyler Booker, Jalen Walker, Travis Kelce, Braylon Allen, Eric Dickerson, Cam Scattaboo for the Giants, Jalen Wright, Jalen Noel, Tyreek Hill, Benjamin Moore, Colston Loveland, TJ Hushmanzada, Lamar Jackson, Keenan Allen, Dante Culpepper, Nick Bonito, Jack Beck, Daniel Carlson, and CJ Stroud for the first 2 tins. Knicks beat Wizards 119 to something. Towns had 33 points tonight. Man, I went the wrong side. I thought Brunson was going to have a big night, and Brunson had a weak night. All right, Mark Hudson has the Giants in this 2 tins. Hey, at least we know in this football break we are guaranteed to get 2 downtowns. I'm just saying. And then tomorrow's football break is going to have Glory of the Game in it with the micro mosaics. The last 8 micro mosaics I have. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they've won so many. They can win at home, but they can't win away right now. Your Kaboom showed up. Oh my God, Daniel's arm. Ugh. Daniel's arm looked like Scattaboo's ankle. Not good. That doesn't work. That's 2 bottoms. 2 bottoms do not go together. It may not have been the bone that snapped, but there was probably some snapping of tendons and stuff going on. Jeez. That was ugly. I saw the replay of that. There's been some really ugly injuries this year. A lot of bones and we're going to have an award this year for most gruesome injury. Right now, I think it's between Scattaboo's ankle, Tyreek Hill's leg, and Daniel's arm. Daniels has got to be out for the year now after that. Or was that his non-throwing arm? Because I could see a case they put it in a brace like they did to, was it the Steelers or who was the quarterback that had the brace that kept getting? Oh, it was Wentz, Carson Wentz. He was in like a braced arm. Well, that's what some people were wondering was why was he still in the game? Because it was such a blowout anyways. It was his throwing arm? Yeah, I heard a lot of people questioning why he was even still in the game at that point. I mean, there's a pride thing with a quarterback. It was his non-throwing arm. Okay. So I could see them trying to Wentz him, just throw a brace on it. So is he, I guess they haven't said how long he's out for at this point. I mean, there's no way he's back next week. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Anthony Richardson, Josh Simmons, Jan Stenrud, Ricky Pearsall, Bo Nix, Olday, Brian Burns. That one goes to Mark. Fred Warner, Mikael Williams, Aaron Rodgers, Khalil Shakir, Quinn Ewers, Javonte Williams, John Jefferson, not Justin, Brock Bowers, Josh Allen, Demarius Knight Jr., Christian McCaffrey, Gridiron Kings, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Jalen Walker, Greg Rousseau, Tez Johnson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Okongwu, Amarion Hampton for the Chargers, Arroyo, and a nice, how about a Jackson Dart bomb squad for Mr. Hudson, and a Derrick Henry. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's out for the year? You think they say you think Daniels is out for the year, or do you think it's he's only going to be out a couple weeks? I mean, there has been a lot. I swear this year has had more injuries and season-ending injuries in football than I can ever remember. It's been wild how many teams have lost players and out for the year. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. Well, I'll tell you this. Well, I'll say it for two things. One, for the sport card community, it's probably a good thing. The way the Commanders were playing, this year, they were better off not having Daniels take his legacy and crush it, because they had no wide receivers for him to throw to. And then there's been it's interesting, Chad, you do bring it up, though, is there's been a ton of blown calls this year. There's been a lot of people that got really angry about the Giants fumble tush push when the refs ruled. They said they ruled forward progress, but there was no whistle when that ball got stripped out of Hurts's hands, and yet somehow they're still going to rule forward progress well after the ball was out of his hands when the whistle blew. Get out of here. And all of the gambling stuff obviously throws a wrench, but so many players hurt this year. Saquon is very much in the middle of the Madden. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, right? Is the Commanders need to avoid him becoming another RG3 situation. And Daniels is too good of a player to let that happen, I feel like. But you're also, I think you're dealing with a different ownership level, too. All right. Todd Bros, you've got these for the Giants. Everyone else has their teams. So we're going to power rip these. Like I said, a lot of power ripping tonight because we have a lot of boxes to get through. So Brian Tanner just sent me a picture basically that shows all of the injuries that have occurred to at Washington's stadium. I think they're getting a new stadium next year, if I remember correctly. There's been a lot of people that have basically said with the torn ACLs and stuff that AstroTurf needs to be gone and they need to go back to regular grass for football fields, that too many people are getting hurt from it. I think the other part of the thing is if you look at football from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and you look at the size of the guys that are playing versus the size then, I mean, it's a massive difference. I mean, guys are hitting harder than they ever have before. I mean, your offensive lineman used to be 250 pounds. Now that's your running back. Hey, join the club. I shaved yesterday too. Burrow's toe. Well, that's what Brian Tanner just showed me. A Burrow's toe was on the Washington Commanders injury page too. But I don't know, like there's a point where they're breeding these guys to hit so hard, and there's an aspect with the NFL that I get. They're trying, like, we're making rules on how much contact we can make in a full contact sport, but I mean, God help the sport of football if somebody on a clean hit dies. Like, not the incident that happened with the guy from the Bills, but like, you know, just a clean, straight, fair helmet hit, but he hits him with so much ferocity that it doesn't end well. Like, the whole sport of football will forever change if that happens. That's kind of what happened in NASCAR when Dale Earnhardt Sr. died. Ever since that happened, he was a entirely different person. This whole sport changed. I mean, not a different person. The whole sport changed. All the safety regulations changed, and the sport was never the same after that. And football, they're absolutely hammering. I would not want to be on the wrong side of any of those players. And I think the injuries this year kind of show that. All right. So Todd has the Giants on this one. So we got James Lofton, CeeDee Lamb, Rex Grossman, Jim Kelly, Devin Neal. There's a Jackson Dart going to Todd. Terrell Suggs, Art Monk, Trey Benson, Mike Rozier. There's a nice Tyler Warren, the rookies. Jordan Love, Malachi Corley, Fields, Puka, Kid Reporter, Josh Downs, Jacoby Myers, McCarthy, Higgins, Josiah Stewart, Savion Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Wright, Worthy, red hot rookies, Caleb Johnson. Those cards definitely look a bit better than the white hot rookies from last year, which were god awful. Thielen, Cortland Sutton, Jake Plummer, Drake London, Zerlin, Armstead, Thomas Jr., Russell Wilson for the Giants, Okongwu, Higgins, Cook, Leonard Williams, Judy, Verse, Nico Collins for the Texans, Bigsby, Testaverde, Crosby, Lawrence, May, Hurts, Bledsoe, Robinson Jr., TJ Sanders, and Carson Schweschinger. Sports have changed so much that there's such a polarizing difference in the way the sport is now. I think that's why we see a lot of parents that don't want to let their kids do football as much anymore because they're just hitting so much harder. It reminds you of just like watching that movie Little Giants, when the kid told his son there, go hammer him as hard as you can. I'm like, what it's like right now. All right. I mean, it's making professional wrestling look pretty docile in some of the stuff they do now. Pittman, Xavier Worthy, Blake Group, Derrick Henry, Jaden Blue, Rookie Revolution, DeAndre Swift, Jonnu Smith, Esteem, Ayuk, Anderson, Barkley, Green, Williams. There's a Travis Hunter. Nice. Colston Loveland, Bo, Madison, Mapu, McLaurin. What's up, Jaw? Tesla on the throwback for the Lions. Pacheco, Chubb, Esiason, McDonald, McConkey, Mack, Purdy, Smith, Red, Eldejo, Mikael Williams, McNabb, Hushmanzada, Murphy, Jacobs, Cup, Jennings, Waddle, Manning, and Kid Reporter. All right, that's Blaster Box number 1. I didn't go super crazy on the Donruss, even though I know we have the downtown chase capable, just because of the fact that we all remember Donruss last year. I think we did 10 boxes, and it was awful last year when we did 10 boxes. I'm glad we have the downtown bundle boxes so we can make these a little bit nicer, and I will keep getting the downtown bundle boxes if they can get them available. Got you down, Ken, for 64. And Jaw for 13. Micah McFadden, Cocker, Richardson, Schultz. There's a Darius Alexander for the Giants. Jalen Royals, Parsons, Connor, Kelsey, Likely, Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens, Dominators, DK Metcalf, Elway, Stafford, Carlson, Owens, Mooney, Coleman, Rogers, Jalen Waddle press proof. Man, that dude needs to get traded to another team. The Dolphins are just an absolute sham of a team. Burden, Warren, Jalen Warren, Sweet, Mixon, Hill, Steven Jackson, Wandale Robinson for the Giants, Rashid Shaheed, Garcia, Addison, Bowers, Mingo, Carr, Tez Johnson, Booker, Godwin, Ed Reed, Carmichael, Montgomery, Jordan Love on the Donruss, Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Victor Cruz, Zach Bond, Richard Todd, J.K. Dobbins, Sad Jaden Daniels, Vita V, Arian Smith, Mason Taylor, Gibbs, Achan, McLaughlin, and Atwell. Ooh, nice. Red Hot Rookies, Ashton Genty. All right. Graham Gano, Don't You Know, Tony Pollard, Joe Turftoe Burrow, Mark Andrews, Kid Reporter, Jerome Ford, Aguilar, Njoku, Taylor, Campbell, Vernon Davis, Woodson, Ricky Williams, Holt, Bijan, Tesla throwback again, Williams, Collins, Andrews, Means, Grossman. Gosh, remember Rex Grossman? Took that team, went to the Super Bowl, and it was not because of him. I still remember Rex Grossman. I remember. Jim Kelly, Jamar Chase, Taylor, Pierce, Show. Ooh, nice. For the Patriots. How about a Drake May patch? Nice Donruss threads. I did a blaster box, open one of these, and that's actually how I pulled the Kelsey, also known as Travis Swift. But nice one for the Patriots. Drake May relic. Not numbered. If it was an NFL Shield, it would have been even cooler. All right, I'm going to set this to the side since we have satisfied that, and we will run that later. But Charizard back in place. All right, we've got, boy, I hope we had a real downtown tonight. Suggs, Monk, Benson, Rosier, Plummer, Leggett, Craig, McMillan. All right. Hot take. What if you had your choice to have a case hit card, and your choices are a Kaboom, a Downtown, or a Color Blast? Next two boxes are for me, for Giants. Everyone else has their teams. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Color Blast, Kaboom, or Downtown, and why? And the other question would be is, does it change or is it different depending on what sport it is? $50. Does it matter which sport it's for? If you could have one in your collection, which one would it be? Brian says a Downtown. All right, Brian, why? Why would you say a Downtown over a Kaboom or a Color Blast? And Downtown can be the Donruss or Optic version. I'm not particular. basically the same card. One's chrome, one's not. So you think the downtowns are just all around cooler. Okay. I don't know how I feel about you like the Color Blast. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not as keen about with the Kabooms how cartoony they made them this year, but apparently that's a throwback to their original Kabooms. So Alan likes the Color Blast. Chad likes the Color Blast. Okay. Well, that makes me feel good. I'm going after Color Blast boxes this week. You think the cartoon is actually better than the actual picture? Interesting. Makes me think of Roger Rabbit. So I'm going to do, by the way, I'm going to do like what we do when we do with flagship football. I'm going to basically I'm going to kind of run through the base. Liam says a Kaboom. Mark said Color Blast. I will say, in comparison, the baseball Kaboom versus the football Kaboom does look much nicer than the baseball Kaboom. So I've pulled downtowns. It is true. I have not pulled the Color Blast yet. I have not pulled the Color Blast. I have not pulled a check. I have not pulled a Color Blast. I've not pulled a Micro Mosaic. I don't count like numbered downtown versus that stuff because that is what it is. All right. So I'm going to we're going to flip through these a little bit quicker. You know, see, and that's the thing. I don't like the Curve. I don't like some of the paint schemes they chose for them. I hate the one they picked for Harvick. Of all the freaking schemes they picked for him, they picked a freaking Hunt Brothers car for Harvick. Liam asked on the YouTube side, what about Zebra? You know, it's to me, Zebra is a short print parallel, but it's not. A Zebra is not in the league of the Kaboom, the Downtowns, and the Color Blast. It's like the sub tier to me of them. In my opinion. Sorry, this is Todd. I don't think Zebras come. I think the Zebras have actually been kind of overdone now. And now they have the Tigers and the Zebras, and it's like all sorts of wildness. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to thumb through the base. You're going to see them. I'm just not going to call out every single one here. Red press proof Will Howard. We'll sleeve that one up. Xavier Watts rookie, Riley Leonard. We're going to thumb through the base. There's just so many. If I have to say every one of these names tonight, I'm not making it through all the breaks. And plus, Elijah Arroyo, Membu. So changing the company, how about? So, I mean, see, and I almost would say the Tiger stripes, I would say, are actually nicer and more exclusive than the Zebras at this point. Matthew Golden, Gridiron Kings. Murray. See, I say that. I'm so used to calling out all the names. It's hard to me not to. Tootin for the Jags. Egbuka, we'll sleeve that one. Warren Moon. So this was me with the Giants. There's another Ashton Genty rookie. Kid Reporter. I don't know. It seems like the Harmon rookie. Things are not it's going to be difficult. Myles Garrett, who had a 5-sack game. Luther Burden on the Vortex. That's a cool card for Donruss, the Vortex. Metcalf. I know like they've got the home court advantages now for basketball, but I don't think they carry the same weight that they. Yeah, that's Top seems to struggle with creating a good case hit card, and now they're going to have every product. I don't know if it's going to be they're ever really going to find that case hit. Black Finite or Gold Superfractor? What? The Burden? The Vortex card? Not numbered. All right. Going through box 1. There's Will Howard rookie again. There's a Cam Ward rookie. Rondale Robinson. There's a Olajeo, tight ends, Josh Simmons. That's cool. Colston Loveland, nice one there. Oh, which one is better? Which number 1 is better? I'd say the Gold Superfractor is better. That stands out to me more. Rated rookie retro for Colston Loveland. Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Cruz, and Bond. I heard you got a Santa Claus card, Liam. Yeah, right. I'd say the Gold Superfractor is better than the Black Finite because I don't know. I think it just pops better. I think it looks better. It displays better. I feel like there's so many parallels that are black parallels that we've lost which black parallels actually are. That's kind of my 2 cents with it. Josiah Stewart, Savion Williams. I think it's just gotten lost. Justin Herbert, Bomb Squad. And then Gano, Don't You Know. Boomer Esiason, Red Press Proof. Schlesinger, Higgins. So much base in Donruss, Colston Loveland, TJ Sanders. Terry McLaurin, All Action Pros. Isn't he out for the year too? Get so many people out. It's like you look at some of these cards and you're like, they're not playing. Tyleek Williams. There's a Travis Hunter again, who was out on minimum 4 weeks. Burnsy. The Black Pandora is cool. So kind of interesting. We are going to be looking for the rated rookie Pandora parallels in those Donruss boxes. Cam Ward, red hot rookies for the Titans. Nice. Nike swoosh. I'd rather have the Nike swoosh all day over the laundry tag. I think the laundry tag is stupid. I hate the laundry tag. I'm like, the laundry tag is the thing that I ripped off when I was a kid. I would rather have I'd rather have a letter. I'd rather have a letter off the jersey than either. I am not a fan of the laundry tag. I think the laundry tag is just ridiculous. I don't get it. I'd rather have a huge chunk of the friggin' logo. Even if it's half the logo, I would rather have half the logo than a laundry tag all day. All day. I am, how do I want to put it? I am a patch snob, if you want to call it. I want good patches. That's why I like Leaf typically so much, is because their patches are really good compared to the joke. I was so mad. Sorry, I'll finish this stack here. Or at least get the focus. I was so mad when I pulled or got a National Treasures, the Mikael Williams, Mickey Mantle patch card, Tyron Warren on the Donruss throwback. That's cool. Jalen Milroe on the Vortex. I was so mad. I got a Mickey Mantle player worn patch, only to find out it was just a freaking jersey that he put on Jalen Lane, Woody Marks, Sam Darnold on a patch. Not numbered, but nice one for the Seahawks. Okay, hon. Totally understand. It's going to be a long night for me. I was so disappointed to find out that the Mickey Mantle patch was nothing more than a jersey he wore during a camp. Wasn't a coach's patch, wasn't a game-worn patch. It was a freaking jersey he put on during a camp. And it was so clean white. I'm like, a Mickey Mantle patch, that is not how a Mickey Mantle patch looks. A Mickey Mantle patch should be old, tattered, and gray. This is still break number 1. And that's the end of box 1, or box 4, actually. Hopefully not long night, but all right, so Lori is going to have the next 2 boxes for the Giants. I really hope we get a regular downtown somewhere, just even a numbered card. Should look it real quick. So retail exclusive Red Hot Rookies, downtowns. Yep, you know that. Can we get numbers out of these? So any chance at numbered cards? We can get. So, like, here you go, right? So we do have a chance at Rookie Phenom Jersey Prime Laundry Tag, brand logo, Laundry Tag NFL Sheet, Laundry Tag Player Logo, numbered to 25 to 1, downtowns, Optic Rated Rookie, Preview Hollows, Revolution Rookies from 100 to 10, and then Press Proofs, Parallels down to 50. So we do have chances at numbered ones. Nope. I am doing it. I am doing a giveaway at the end of the night. Kevin, did you see the video I posted on Sunday? I'll ask that question first. See if Kevin saw it. Yeah, I'll show it for those who jumped in late and hadn't seen it. The claim to fame poll that I posted in the video on Sunday from a Kaboom or from an advent calendar from Absolute pulled that based on everyone's commentary and feedback of what I should do with those boxes that got inadvertently delivered to me. So as a result of that, I am giving away one of the Kaboom calendar boxes to the group. Basically, anybody who's in the break for the last 2 weeks, including tonight, is going to get a someone is going to win in a massive duck race tonight, the Kaboom calendar box. So, all right, Lori is the Giants in this one. Nothing too much to write home on those. I do have mega boxes of Donruss of some point coming from Dick's Sporting Goods. I have 10 of them, so we will do breaks with those at some point. I might just do all 10 at the same time. Yeah, instead of trying to rip the third Kaboom box, I decided that it was a good thing to give back to everybody. All right. Boxes 5 and 6. Lori with the Giants, everyone else with their teams. So it sounds like the general consensus is Color Blast is what people want. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm going to try and get a bunch of those Phoenix boxes tomorrow. I just hope they don't go for crazy prices. I don't want to see Phoenix first off the line selling for over $500 tomorrow. Hello. It's probably a Steeler. Yeah, I think it's just a Steeler. I'm like, just caught my eye. I'm probably sure that's a Steelers, the rookies, but just kind of caught my eye. I'm like, I see gold, maybe. All right, do the same thing we did before. We'll just thumb through these. They have a tendency to throw you off with some of the cards in here. Zay Flowers, press proof. Oldejo, Simmons, rookie. So Jackson Dart, rookie, is one for Lori. Quinn Ewers, rookie. There, Douglas ETN. George Kittle for All Action Pros. Eli Manning. Savion Williams. Devin Neal. Yeah, if it's actually a gold, that would be really good. If it's actually numbered. Red Hot. Man, we've pulled so many of this Ashton Genty parallel. It's like the third one already. All right. And J.J. McCarthy throwback. Nice. And we got a production line revolution. So I guess we're not getting Donruss Revolution this year. Of Penix and Bijan, second year. I used to bowl. Lisa actually used to bowl with me too. I could bowl over 200. Schlesinger, Higgins. I liked bowling. There is a Justin Jefferson relic for the Vikings. My buddy is a ridiculously good bowler. He can bowl friggin' 300s in his sleep. Bowling's fun. Bowling is that great winter sport to do when it's really cold outside. And the only thing that always got me about, we used to do a Sunday night bowling league, and it always seemed to start right when the football was ending. So it was always like, we got to go to bowling. But it's like, I want to go to bowling, but I want to watch the game. Oh, nice. That's a real nice series. I don't know what my best series ever was. I don't think I ever bowled a 600 series. Colston Loveland, TJ Sanders, Godwin. Hey, there's a Shadur Sanders. You ask and thou shalt receive. Shadur Sanders, the rookies. Ask and thou shalt receive. 713. Damn, man. Gannon, Franklin, Fairbairn, Hall. All right. Mr. William Stone, Scorton, Kyle McCord. Say likely, Overshown. Yep, it was the Steelers, the rookies. Yes, we are. Caleb Johnson, not numbered. Just Steelers color match cards. Michael McFadden. Juwan Jennings. Hawes. Tumalo. Sweet, Mixon, Hill. Owens, Mooney, Coleman, Rogers. Jordan James, Dylan Gabriel, rookie. Reed, Carmichael, Warren. Ooh. So Kevin, have you ever actually had a 300? It's amazing how that seems to happen where you get that one that just misses. By the way, I know we haven't had any serial number cards tonight, but we will be getting some in some of the later breaks if we don't see any in the Donruss football break. But we will have some serial numbers tonight. That is for sure. If anything, by itself, the Leaf break will have serial numbers. Steve, no tap 300. I remember no tap. I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, no tap, no tap. Oh yeah, that's right. Basically, you get a 9 and it's counts as a strike. See, golf was my better. I think I've shot under par on golf. Puka Nakua on the throwback. Wandale. Bowling, I want to say maybe I got close to 240s or 250 once. I think I had like 7 in a row. Trayvon Henderson. But I don't think I ever did any better than that. Red Hot rookies, Colston Loveland. Van Ginkel, Victor Cruz. Go figure. What frame was it that you had the no tap on? Silly Arm Daniels, Dante Thornton. Bomb Squad, Turf Toe Joe. I would say so. I think the fatigue factor doesn't set in as much. Less moving parts. Lambert. Jaden Blue. Rosier. Vernon Davis. Travis Hunter, rookie revolution. Nice for the Jags. Yeah, I would say my best sport is poor choices. Poor life choices. That's a sport we always play. Lisa used to be a league bowler. I used to try to tell her and remind her that because she would get mad because she wouldn't do well. And I'd say it doesn't matter in league. I said, as long as you're besting your average or shooting your average, that's all that matters. Like you can bowl 100 and that means your handicap is going to be great. And bowling is all about handicap when it comes to league. See, I never had a hole in one. I have plenty of chip ins and hit and long strikes, long shot that have rolled in, but I've never had a hole in one. 246 was the best. All right, this was Lori. All right. It's funny. I loved bowling. I loved the. Did you guys ever play poker? Like bowling poker, where you basically have if you get a spare or a strike, you get a card. And you play it per game. Ooh. Did your finger get stuck? And that's why you broke your finger? How did you break your finger bowling? All right. This set is for James Dalton, has the Giants in this one. We got told we are, except it's sold out, Dennis, already. It sold out within the first 20, 30 minutes of the live stream tonight. So maybe you might get it out of the mini. I haven't run the mini yet. Or if you want to trade people for that spot in the mini, you can welcome to do so. If somebody else hits it. But yeah, it did fill. Ow! I always find how it's amazing how people just miss that. Those ball returns, how close they get. I think I kicked it one time, or I bounced into it one time. You know what? The way the weekend went with football, I wouldn't be surprised by nothing showing off. Oh, so you add stipulations to it. I always thought when the league I played in, it was a strike or a spare got you a card. Didn't matter. I always thought there needed to be strikes, just cards for strikes, or spare, or you got a card for a spare, but it had to be a split. Wait, Andrew, are you that guy that I saw who took his ball and threw it into the TV screen just above the lane? Is that you in those videos? Oof. Yeah, some of those grips and stuff, man, they are so tight on your fingers that like that's what was my fear. My biggest fear of throwing the ball was that my thumb wouldn't release. That was my biggest concern. I was never really worried about my tip fingers, but like my thumb was the one that scared me the most of getting caught trying to throw it. Now you got a lot of the people doing the two-handed approach now. I just feel like it's cheating. It's like playing golf, but playing it croquet style, where you can straddle the ball instead of having to stand at its side. Ball went through the ceiling. Almost went through the ceiling. Good Lord. I guess you were showing off. We used to have the who can throw the ball down the lane the furthest. That was fun. You had to do it and make sure the bowling alley people weren't going to yell at you. All right. Yeah, Mitchell. Gonna go through them. There's Egbuka, Arroyo. Sleeves of tons of Egbukas already. Jackson Dart, Elite Series rookies. Nice. That one's going to James. Wick, Stroud, Allen. Well, for nothing else, I appreciate the conversation so far. There's a Tyler Aguilar, Harmon, Tootin. I still have that Tootin Nike swoosh card. Hasn't sold yet. Will Howard, another Cam Ward. Terrion McMillan, throwback Donruss. Bradshaw. My buddy used to work at the bowling alley. I used to hang out with him. used to hang out with him on New Year's, and I'd go down there in the bowling alley, and we'd watch the New Year's ball and everything, and do bowling all the way through midnight. Eldoijo Simmons. Tyler Show for the Saints. He frosted his hair one year, and I went, no, don't do that. Quinn Ewers. He missed his calling. He should have been a bowler. Quinn Ewers, throwback. He could have easily been a PBA bowler if he put himself's mind to it, but I think he let his own self get in the way. Wandale. Devin Neal. There's another Jackson Dart. Yeah, I've seen that with people doing the no thumb approach. Jackson Smith Najiba for the Seahawks on the relic card. So many relics. I may have to grab a drink after this break just to wet the whistle here. Gainwell, so we got Victor Cruz, Bond, Kid Reporter. Man, my sorting box is going to be full just from Donruss. Still no downtown yet. I'm hoping. Arroyo, Membu, just for you all, I'm hoping. Instant. Louisville. Excuse me. Sansril, Shakir, Tootin, Egbuka. I saw National Treasures Baseball should be coming out this month. Caleb Johnson. So I'll have another big end, high end product to do a break with National Treasures Baseball. Harmon got a couple high end stuff, but Leaf Lumber got pushed back to Cam Ward, the rookies. Nice. And Cam Ward Vortex. Nice. Back to back Cam Wards. Just wish Cam Ward was playing. Literally, Cam Ward cost me $100+ this weekend. I had every quarterback meeting their yardage rating except for Cam Ward, who couldn't throw for 175 yards. Freaking ridiculous.
When you're done, can you get the other iPads from downstairs?
Yes. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. I like the Vortex cards. I think the Vortex cards look pretty nice. All right. All right. Keeping it going with this for James. Will Howard, another Cam Ward. And then a Brock Bowers relic card for the Raiders, who had a monster game yesterday. ETN. Come on, downtown. We need a downtown. It's probably going to jump out and bite me. Eldejo, Simmons, just like how they always do. Get an auto or something, and it just comes out of nowhere. Jalen Milrow. At least that's typically how they work on me, but you never know. Christian Watson. Another Jackson Dart. Quinn Ewers. Victor Cruz. Wandale, and that's it for boxes 7 and 8. So now we got boxes 9 and 10, which is going to go to Jaw for the Giants. Bunch of sleeve stuff, but not quite. Not quite what we're hoping for yet. We're still hunting that downtown. Like I said, we do have guaranteed downtowns because we are going to guarantee ourselves 2 jumbo downtowns. We've got that much at least. Guaranteed. No optic previews yet either. But we got a lot of good stuff coming up. So I have faith. Keeping the faith. So I keep the faith in the Giants that eventually they'll figure it out. Eventually. Lots of football products coming out. So we have Mosaic Football, Hobby. We've got Phoenix. We've got, I saw 43 fantasy points. I can't win in fantasy this year. I'm just destroyed every freaking game. All right. Jaw for his 2. And then I move on to the value boxes. Or the Costco boxes. Got Phoenix. Oh, Certified. Certified has been shipped this week, so we'll have Certified coming up soon. Absolute boxes should be hitting my doorstep any day now. So we'll have an Absolute break. The boxes I threw in with Absolute Football were just kind of like just trying to fill a gap a little bit so it wasn't just 15 cards and we were done. Absolute Football is just absolutely ridiculously expensive. Empty box. Yeah, it's amazing how much difference the Ravens look when Lamar's there and not there, because the Ravens look like atrocity of a team, and then all of a sudden Lamar comes back and they look like back to being Super Bowl contending teams again. Freaking wild. Does anyone know when is the trade deadline for football? Is it this week? Is it Sunday? Is it like what day is the trade deadline this week? Or what day is the trade deadline for football? Tomorrow's the trade deadline. I wonder if the Giants are not bothering making any trades because they're so far out of it now. I really thought they were gonna. I heard scenarios for Jacoby Myers, the Giants picking up. I would just like Jackson Dart to have a good wide receiver to throw to, just to help build his confidence up a little bit. I actually thought Tracy was going to be really good this year, but I don't know. I still think a lot of it has to do with the offensive line. Almost there. I remember last year when the jumbo downtowns came out, they were such a joke to people, but then now they've kind of caught on a little bit. I've actually had people asking for those jumbo downtown cards, which is funny to me. All right. Jaws, the Giants. Everyone else has theirs. Good luck. Russell Wilson for the Giants. Tootin, Egbuka. There you go. Isaac Tesla on the rated rookie retro. That's nice. Allen. Garrett Wilson. Cam Ward again. So much base. Simmons. Will Howard. Travion Henderson, Elite Series rookies. Quinn Ewers, Old Dejo. Cam Ward, Red Hot Rookies. You haven't seen an optic preview yet either. You know, Slayton actually did good last year, but he's just not gonna elevate up the way I think they were hoping he would be. Jackson Dart for Jaw. Lamar Jackson, Gridiron Kings. Well, they keep. I don't understand what's going on with Jalen Hyatt, but they continue to just not play him. Well, that's true a lot of times, right? When they're playing for contracts, they always seem to show up more. Trey Harris, Rookie Revolution. Last blaster box. This is kind of why I haven't gone deep on these blaster boxes. Because this is a long break for a lot of base cards. Yeah, I wish I knew I had some idea. I wish we had some better insight of what was going on with Hyatt. Because he had one game I thought he did really well. Turf Toe Joe. McFadden. Booker, Burden. It doesn't make any sense why they're not playing him. Red Hot Rookies, Egbuka, Wandale. Tez Johnson. Road to the Super Bowl, Derrick Henry. Victor Cruz. All right. Arian Smith, Mason Taylor. Tyler Warren, Rookie Revolution. That is not numbered. Tyler Show, Will Campbell. Yeah, the secondary is it's they're not getting good run stops. They're not doing good pressure plans. I feel like they're wasting the talent on the defensive line. Elite Series, Tez Johnson. Graham Gano. Caleb Johnson, Pierce Jr. And that's that. All right. Now comes the bundle boxes. So Dan Thal will have the first bundle box for the Giants. Everyone else will have their teams. Let's leave these. Yeah, I mean, the offense is doing decent, although this week they didn't do very good. It was not a great week for them this week. I had a feeling the 49ers. I was actually shocked how close they had that game ranked. Because the way that score ended up, I felt like that was probably going to be more true. All right, let's grab the first bundle box. Cowboys just fumbled. Lost to the Cardinals, the Cowboys did. Damn, these things are a pain in the rear to open. They did not make these easy to open. Good Lord. Well, there's everything you can hit. Apparently we can hit 101s in these. Who knew? I didn't. All right, I gotta saw through this. Good Lord. Sawing through this box. All right, so we can hit relics to 101s, downtowns, oversized downtowns, obviously. It's kind of interesting. Signature mark, blue, green, purple, red, black 101s. So we can hit auto 101s. Do not make this easy. All right. We will do that one last. Let's grab all these out. I feel thick. Some of these feel thicker than others. Some of these definitely feel thicker than others. I don't know if that means anything, but we'll find out. All right. So, Dan has the Giants on this one. Everyone else has theirs. Good luck. We'll go pack by pack on these because it's only 2 boxes. Owens, Stone, Kamara, Mike Evans on the green press proof. Travis Hunter, Irving, Ridley, Lance Laddie McConkey, Graham Gano, and Pollard. Some of these packs are definitely thicker than others. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, just they feel thicker. Recycle City, yeah. Jaden Reed, Trey Tucker, Colston Loveland, Green, Josiah Stewart, Xavier McKinney, Fred Warner, Achan, AJ Green, Burrow, and Mark Andrews. We do have a red Pandora. Terrell Owens, Calvin Ridley, Egbuka, Quentin Johnson, Kutchell, Marion Hampton, Alex Anzalone, and Baker Mayfield. Our red Pandora. Jalen Royals, red Pandora for the Chiefs. Those look nice. Those Pandoras do look nice. I'm going to pull the Hunter Rookie Revolution down for now because they look nicer. All right. At least I know if someone's getting a downtown. Or 2 people are getting a downtown. Well, it could be the same person. Who knows? Geno Stone, Alvin Kamara, Natron Means, Arroyo, Davis, Ellis, Watt, Turf Toe Joe, Michael Wilson, and Rich Gannon. So I'm going to keep calling him Turf Toe Joe. This one's really thick. This has got to have a relic in it, I bet. Yeah, there's a relic in it. Like, this is way too thick. And a Pandora. We got a Pandora and a relic in this one. Mac Robinson. Terry Bradshaw on the green press proof. Luther Burden. That's the relic. Nice one for the Panthers. Victoria McMillan for the Panthers. Nice. Blake Group. Derrick Henry, rated rookie. Terrence Ferguson for the Rams. The red Pandora with a Nakua, Garrett, and a Kid Reporter. Well, I'd say these bundle boxes are already way better than all the blasters and tins we just ripped. I don't know. Does anyone disagree with that? Already better boxes. The place where they were found, somebody actually found them for me because you have to have a Costco membership in order to get these. He said there were tons and they were limited to 2 each. So I told him, I said, every time you go by, if they have them, let me know. I'll send you money back for them. So I think the red Pandoras are nice. So if you hit a big rookie in the red Pandora, that's a decent card. Lofton, Todd, Ford Green, Mabuka, Kutchell, Davis, Turf Toe Joe, Jamar Chase, Spears, and Leggett. All right, 2 packs left. Another thick one. You got another relic? Got 2 relics out of this one. This relic. Is it a relic or is it just... Oh, no. It looked like it was thicker, but it was just... We got 2 relics, so... Still, like I said, way better than any of the blasters we had. Garrison Hurst, Caleb Williams, Green, Darnell Mooney, Jayla Lane. Relic is going to be a... Interesting. That is a Pro Bowl games for the Steelers, Russell Wilson relic. Interesting. That numbered? Not numbered. So for the Steelers, you get a Russell Wilson Pro Bowl games. It's not from any specific game or event. What is it from? It's sweatpants then? I don't even understand that then. Verse, McCaffrey. Oh, how about an Isaac Tesla optic preview? Is that a pink? Is it a pink optic preview? Trying to find him on here. Yeah, it's a pink. Red Pandoras, pink, or football emoji. So technically this is rarer than the red Pandoras. Nice Isaac Tesla pink for the Lions. That went to, I think that went to TJ. Yes, it did. Nice pink Tesla. This one's going to Lori. Or sorry, Mark. Very nice. And 2 there. All right, 1 pack left in this box. This has been far, far better than anything we've ripped up to this point. So I'm a lot more impressed with the quality of these than I am with what we've been ripping leading up to this. All right. Last pack here, then we'll do our ginormous downtown. Patrick Mahomes, Zach Charbonnet, Levante David Green, Woody Marks, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Wright, Malik Neighbors, Freemuth, Jewel, and Theo Johnson. All right. The ginormous downtown. I'm going to try and not spoil it. Let me see if I can see which way is. This is the back of the front. I say that's the back one. Your ginormous downtown card. First one going to the. These are kind of cool. This is the first time I've actually seen one in person. It's a rookie. Ha! Wow. How about the ginormous Jackson Dart rookie downtown? Well, if you had to get a ginormous downtown, that was the one you wanted. Going to Dan Thal. He gets the ginormous Jackson Dart downtown. Dan, we might have to make a trade for this. I know they aren't worth a ton, but that's still pretty cool. Dan, if you're interested in making a trade for that, let me know. We'll work something out. No, the Travis Hunter Kaboom cannot be traded for that. All right. That was pretty cool. That's really cool. Dan, I will make a trade for that. I have to look and see how much the oversized one is. That one is worth. Can anyone do a price check on that? Someone tell me what the comps are on a ginormous downtown Jackson Dart. I need a price check. Price check. Price check on aisle one. Price check aisle one. All right, number 2. That's pretty cool. Of all the downtowns we could have hit, too. All right, number 2. That was solid. I was very happy with the way that box turned out. Dan could be a Giants fan, too. I don't know if Dan's a Giants fan or not. $40. Yeah, I would definitely trade for that. I would definitely do a trade for that. Hell, I'd just give Dan break credit for it if he wanted it. I just like it because I'm a Giants fan. Let's put this one over here. So it can't be worth much more. Like, kind of thinking about it, you can't really, like, what would be a more valuable one than that? I wonder what would be a more, there probably can't be any more valuable ones from the oversized card perspective. All right. Yeah, I'll say it's got to be the hottest one, right? Has to be. There we go. Hertz, McCarthy, Theo. This is Tino has the Giants on this one. Carson Schweisinger, Patriots, Trayvon Henderson, relic. Howie Long, Ty Johnson, Matthew Golden, Victor Cruz, and Zach Bond. Oh, nice. Do you have a Costco membership, Mark? Reed, Trey Tucker, Khalil Mack, Membo, Golden Tate, Kyle Pitts, Jerry Judy, Hester, Franklin, and Farbun. Farbun. Aha. Have you been going up to the Costco up in Brandywine, grabbing any of those? Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett, Mike Rozier, TJ Sanders, Demarcus Robinson, Kamara, Ricky Williams, rated rookie Woody Marks for the Texans, Edmonds, and Van Ginkel. Are you just holding on to them, or are you waiting to rip them? I was told there's a bunch. There was quite a few up there. McConkey, Bledsoe, Plummer, Mikael Williams, Suggs, Monk, Jeff Saturday, Kelvin Banks Jr., Hines Allen, and Laporta. Yeah, they had a list on there that said it was two max. T. Higgins, Jason Taylor, Tyleek Williams, Kelvin Banks Jr., Trey Benson, Rozier, Josh Jacobs, Gabriel Davis, Elizone, and Baker Mayfield. James Lofton, Richard Todd, Rogers, A.J. Brown, Tyler Warren, James Cook, Williams, Golden, Neighbors, and T.J. Hawkinson. This box has not been yielding as good as the first one was. The first one was way better, I felt like. Still better than I think the Blasters, but this one's been a little bit on the more of the downside, I feel like. Rogers, Nix, Mixon, Johnson, Ellis, Watt, Matthew Golden. Ooh, there you go, Browns. That's what you were hoping for. How about a Shadur Sanders, Red Pandora? That was the one you were waiting on. All right. Cridge, McMillan. All right, last pack, and then we'll do the jumbo downtown. One last Red Pandora. Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett, Xavier Watts, Trey Harris, Quincy Williams, L'Jarius Sneed, Trayvon Henderson, Matthew Golden for the Packers, Breece Hall, and Christian Watson. All right. Watch the other downtown be a scatamouche. And the last jumbo downtown. If I can get more of these, I will, and we'll include them into other breaks. I don't think I'm going to do a full bore Donruss chase like this. Kind of still meeting the same standard that we saw last year with these. So, all right, your second downtown is going to be does not appear to be a rookie. Trying to see if I can figure this out. Looks like Louisiana, New Orleans, maybe. To see the beads. Archie Manning for the Saints. Interesting. Archie Manning for the Saints. I believe that's going to Todd. That is. Todd Bro, you got an Archie Manning jumbo downtown. I didn't even know Archie Manning was a downtown this year. That is interesting. Well, there you go, Todd. Congrats to you. I have to figure out how to ship this now. Archie Manning jumbo downtown. All right. Now I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I'll put it back in the sleeve. Let's hide it in the sleeve for now. Archie Manning. I'll try and keep it safe. All right. Let's do a recap here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're happy with it then. All right, let's do the recap here. I literally have an entire 2-row box full. Matthew Golden, red Pandora. Cam Ward, the rookies. Kelvin Banks Jr. for the Saints, red Pandora. Woody Marks for the Texans, red Pandora. Trayvon Henderson, relic. Jackson Smith, the Jiba, relic. Torrey McMillan, relic. Ferguson, red Pandora. Travis Hunter, base. Travis Hunter, rookie revolution. Rated rookie retro. Isaiah Tesla. Cam Ward, base. Cam Ward, red hot rookies. Egbuka, red hot rookies. Tyler Warren, rookie revolution. Cam Ward, base. Cam Ward, base. McMillan on the Donruss throwback. Brock Bowers, relic. Cam Ward, vortex. And hold on. All right. Ashton Genty, J.G. McCarthy, Caleb Johnson, Penix, and Bijan, Gabriel, Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, Tyler Warren, Jalen Milroe, Cam Ward, Colston Loveland, Will Howard on the red press proof, Egbuka base, Ashton Genty, red hot rookie, Luther Burden, Isaiah Tesla, Travis Hunter, Isaac Tesla, Tyler Warren, Amarian Hampton. All right, just gotta put these in a name. All right, and then our stand cards. We talked about the Jackson Dart Jumbo downtown. We showed the Archie Manning. We had a Russell Wilson on the Pro Bowl games relic. Jalen Royals on the red Pandora. Shadur Sanders, the rookies. Red hot rookie Ashton Genty. Isaiah Tesla was the pink optic preview. That was the one special one we kind of had. Shadur Sanders might have been the best card of the break. Red Pandora Optic Preview, Cam Ward, Red Hot Rookies, Drake May, Relic, Sam Darnold, and Justin Jefferson, Relic. And that is going to do it for your football NFL Donruss, all retail break. No downtown, no little downtowns. So sorry. I was hoping for them. All right. Let me move these. All right. So we've got NBA up next. We have the mini to run. And I need a drink refresh. All right. So let's go ahead and get this mini run. Let me double check I do need to triple check all the payments are in on that one. All right. All right, just got to make sure I had everyone's payments on this one for the mini. There's Greg. Andrew. Tino. Frankie. I just need Brian Hayden. Both of those. Okay. So we are going to run a mini. We are going to do the brain rot. So everyone's in on the mini or paid. We're going to do an Italian brain rot race to determine your order for the Can't Lose mini. All right, so let me switch your screen over to show you the Italian brain rot mini. All right, so there you all are. Tino in the bottom with the giant rhinoceros toaster, to Andrew at the top with the gerbil coconut. All right, here we go for 3, 2, 1, and you're in the ball. We may actually have to run the Bowman. Actually, we're going to run the Bowman U football break first. I just realized because I need, unless whoever wins the NBA spots, I need them to pick teams. So we'll probably actually do Bowman U first. All right, here we go, and your top spot, Andrew. Andrew actually picked top 2 on that one. But Andrew, Hayden, Brian, Frankie, Andrew, Dennis, Steve, Mark, Greg, Mark, and Tino, and Mark. So copy that. Got that there. Minis. Got music going. All right, and then I'm putting this in So this is what maximize. Yeah, sure. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. I gave you the mini race. My bad. Oh, there were the participants and the winners. Sorry for the. I didn't realize I hadn't swatched the screen over. So I think I left it up at least. All right, there is your mini winners. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to restart this. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Works pretty good minimized. Yeah, right. Okay, so Andrew, you have the NBA Jumbo and Bowman Chrome U Jumbo spot. Hayden has an NBA Jumbo spot. Brian, Frankie, and Andrew all have Bowman U Chrome spots. Dennis, Steve, Mark, and Greg will all have WWE spots. Mark, you get an NBA Blaster. Mark Hudson, you are also in our Leaf Trinity Flash Break. You are going to take the last spot in that I gave away. So Mark Hudson. All right. So actually, we're going to flip-flop this. Should really all minimize, take top two, right? Andrew, are you... Okay, so... Andrew and Hayden, please each pick a team. Guess I should have run this one much earlier. I didn't think about running this one so early, and I've totally spaced on the fact that we needed to pick teams on this one. So, Huther and Hayden. Well, Brian, I can't random you because you're just in the serial number break for Bowman U. So you get what you get in that one. You'll get a random serial number. All right. I would probably say, let's just go back to the Pelicans again, because it's still considered one of the better teams out there right now for rookies. All right. So I just need Hayden to pick a team in that. All right, so let's flip-flop. So I'm going to just put that off to the side. We'll see if Hayden comes in and comments. If not, I might have to run that on Wednesday. I do want to give, because I ran this so late, I do want to give Hayden a fair chance to actually pick a team in this one. All right, so let me update the Bowman U break, because that is now actually filled. So this was Andrew. Andrew, Brian, Frankery, Andrew. Yeah. Brian. All right. Let me make sure I have Andrew's or Hayden's name on that too. All right, so I'm actually going to just say to Aiden, so technically, if I don't run basketball tonight, then I need Hayden's payment. But I'm going to run the Bowman U anyways because Hayden's a very reliable player and probably just got tired watching all the Donruss. Okay, so let's run the random. I'm going to do a traditional random for the serial number. All right, so traditional serial number random for the Bowman U. Let me grab the box. And then I'm going to take a quick 5-second break just to go grab a cup of water because my throat is getting very dry. We still have 3 breaks to do at least. And I got to do a cumulative random. All right. So I'm going to flip that screen over. I'm going to give you back the break screen, break list screen. So there you go. You got that now. All right. So I'm just doing the serial number. Bowman U Chrome Football SN random. And we're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 6-sided dice. 2, 5, 3, 10 times. Good luck. Hope you get what you're looking for. Superfractor bounty is live in this. We hit a superfractor, someone's getting $805 in break credit. So Andrew, if you get $805 in break credit, you can at least get 3 spots in the Bronx Legacy Edition break. Just saying. All right, there's the serial numbers. Or anybody could get 3 spots in it if they wanted to. Six, 5, 8, 4, 7, 3, 1, 9, 0, 2. Sure, a lot of people would like $805 in break credit. All right, I'm going to put this in your break list. All right, there are your serial numbers. Dennis was spot 6. Andrew got spot 5, spot 8, spot 7, spot 1, and spot 2. Hayden got spot 4. TJ got spot 3. Brian got spot 9. And Frankie got spot 0. So, Andrew, you are in the driver's seat in terms of if we hit a superfractor tonight. Let me tag, and then I'm going to go grab my drink real quick. Paste certified random. All right. And so you guys, I need you to help me with this one because I am not college football smart. Freely admit this. I do not follow college football. I don't even know where to begin with college football. So you guys are my guides for this. Dennis Hayden, TJ Bryan. Okay. All right. There's all the tags. All right. So you guys are my eyes and ears on this one. Give me like 2 quick minutes. I'll play some music for you. Let me just go use the restroom real quick and the zombie rock. So give me just like 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Got my drink. Feel a little bit better now. All right, much better. Okay, let's rip some Bowman U. Turn off the zombie rock now. All right, still got 7 folks on. Let's go. All right, so this is Bowman Chrome U, 4 autographs per box. These are all college players. 12 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. I have not seen any of this. I've seen some previews of it, but that's about all. I've not seen any of this actually ripped. So good luck to everybody. Like I said, no idea what I'm walking into on this one. Well, let's find a superfractor. Could this be the night that we break it? That the superfractor bounty gets hit. All right, empty box. Bowman U Chrome. I do have hobby boxes of this coming. So we have some pretty cheap hobby box breaks of this we'll be doing coming up too. All right. So again, you all help me with this one. My cat is trying to break into my room. Anything to wake my kids. Leave me alone. think my wife's about to ready to pop the door too. All right. I think we're good now. Although I think the air pressure in my house literally shook a bunch of doors. I don't know. Our air pressure in our house is weird. It's very bizarre. All right. Xavier Worthy. Oh my God. How about Xavier Brown, first Bowman? Malik Murphy. Adrian Norton. Avery Johnson on the refractor for Kansas State. Quintravion Wisner. Joe Labis. Colin Simmons. And Kennedy Urlacher, which I'm guessing is Brian Urlacher's kid. Or cousin. I don't know. All right. Looks like another refractor. Rocco Becht. Drake Lindsay. Bryce Underwood. Vinny Anthony II. That is numbered 217 of 225. First serial number of the night. You should double check the other refractor wasn't. Yeah, the other refractor was not. Then we've got an Acropolis Avery Johnson. I don't know if the Acropolises are rare or not, but I'll sleeve it. Coy Perch. Keldrick Folk. And Elia Lofton. Chase Sowell, Jarek Gibson, Francis Magol, blue speckle first autograph is a Kevin Jennings, 60 of 150. No 60s. Kevin Jennings, 60 of 150 for SMU. That is spot 0. I gotta remember to call out the serial numbers on these. Let me back up a second and I'll go back. I forgot the serial number break. Apologies. I will go, let me rewind here a bit. So that's spot 0. The Vinny Anthony II is 217 of 225. So that's spot 7. So our auto is going to spot 0, which is Frankie, and spot 7 going to Andrew. So let me rewind here, because I totally spaced on the fact we were doing serial number until it's late. Coy Perch was spot 6. Folk was spot 6. Fulton was spot 6. Wow. Becht was spot 8. Drake Lindsay was spot 6. Man, 6 is doing pretty good. Dennis. Bryce Underwood, spot 6. Urlacher, spot 6. Wow. Simmons, spot 2. Joe Labis, spot 2. Wisner was spot 1. Avery Johnson was spot 2. Brown, spot 9. Malik Murphy, spot 9. Adrian Norton, spot 8. Magoy, Spot 9, Chris Sewell. Spot 3, Jarek Gibson. Spot 2. And the Acropolis was spot 1. Then the rest of this pack, Jaden Baugh is spot 2. Darian Mensah is spot 3. Jaden Nixon is spot 3. And Danny O'Neill is spot 2. So you won't find any Archie Manning cards in here because of the fact that he's Panini exclusive. That's the only name I know in college right now, honestly. All right, now that I got my head on the right swivel, we have, that looks like gold mini diamonds. Malik Muhammad, spot 2. Kamari Moulton, spot 5. Davian Gauss, spot 5. Alonzo Barnett III, 271 of 350, going to spot 1, going to Andrew for JMU. Dylan Stewart, South Carolina, going to spot 6. Jay Haynes, spot 2. Josh Cameron, spot 0. Jaden Virgin Morgan, spot 0. Hey, at least we're getting serial numbers now. Yeah, so if Hayden doesn't reply with his team, we'll do the NBA on Wednesday. We'll do it as the first breakout. I do want to give him a fair chance because I ran the mini so late. I really wish I had thought about that in the beginning. I probably would have run that mini to buy that chance in. But we still have our leaf flash break to do. And I still got the random for the countdown box. Chase Roberts, spot 1. Ty Simpson, spot 1. Javin Thomas is spot 7. Luke Hayes, that is 9 of 99. Nobody had 9. Second auto, Luke Hayes, 9 of 99. I don't see any people going, oh, that's a good one. So I'm guessing it's okay. Miller Moss for Louisville, spot 3. Alonzo Barnett III, spot 5. Justin Marshall, spot 5. And Jaden Greathouse, spot 3. All right, next out, Matt Zollers. Spot 9. Ian Strong, spot 9. Anthony Hankerson, spot 1. That is Jaden Virgin Morgan. Jaden Virgin Morgan for Boise State. That is 75 of 150. So going to spot 5, which is Andrew. Jaden Virgin Morgan. They got a Path to Glory, Katron Allen. Spot 9. Hudson Clement, spot 3. Josh McRae, spot 3. And Nolan Ray, spot 7. Yeah, I'm so unfamiliar with these guys of who we're looking for, or what that next draft class is going to be. I think I heard that Arch Manning has actually declared that he's not going to enter the draft this year. He's going to wait another year. Darrell Robinson, spot 7. Sawyer Robertson, spot 3. Marcel Reed, spot 3. Hayes King, spot 2. Javon Tracy on the Silver Shimmer, Not numbered, going to spot 5 on the Silver Shimmer. Jacoby Jackson, spot 3. Caleb Douglas, spot 4. And Makai Lemon, spot 4. All right, we got 5 packs left and 1 auto remaining. 5 packs to hit a superfractor. I don't see a superfractor. Another shimmer. Braylon Russell, spot 1. Ethan Basco, spot 6. DT Sheffield, spot 6. Troy Stiletto, spot 9. Jair Hill, shimmer, spot 3, not numbered. Eli Sanders, spot 7. Reed Harris, spot 3, and Steve Angeli, spot 3. All right. Jonah Coleman, spot 8. Evan Pryor, spot 8. John Mater, and then orange, I think, for Syracuse, team color match. Steve Angeli, 236 of 350. Mater is spot 1. Angeli, 236, so spot 6. Going to Dennis. Carson Beck, Underwood, and Dante Moore. Underwood sounded like a name I heard before. So, okay. So, nobody we've hit yet. Got it. Mikey Keene, spot 5. Isaac Wilson, spot 5. Kanye Odu, spot 5. Trevor Pena, spot 1. I believe I have the other jumbo box of this going up tomorrow. I have 1 jumbo box left at the card shop outside of the one I'm putting up tomorrow. So, and then we're going to go back to NBA for Friday. Matt Jones, spot 1. Kirk Francis, spot 0. Joe Royer, spot 0. X-Fractor, TJ Parker for Clemson, not numbered. Bryce Underwood for Michigan. That's one of the names we just talked about. Path to Glory, spot 8. Yeah. Peyton Bowen, spot 1. Luke Altmaier, spot 7. And J. Darian Price, spot 7. Just a reminder too, WWE will break on Friday regardless of how many spots are taken. So that break will happen. So if you want to take more spots in WWE, go in there and make sure you claim them because that will break. That'll be the first break. That'll be sometime in the break on Friday. I might save it to the end just if there's stuff open. Nothing to random. Oh no, there's the R spot is to random in that one. So. All right, Luke Reynolds, spot 4. Josh Hover, spot 4. Bryson Washington, spot 6. Carson Beck, 103, going to spot 3, which is TJ. Carson Beck, 103 of 325. So, as Greg just mentioned to me, There is Carson Beck right there. John Mader, spot 2. Washawn Parker, spot 9. Emmett Brown, spot 9. Mari Kelly, spot 8. A guy named Emmett Brown. It's the professor from Back to the Future. He's not a football player. He's going to make the time machine. All right. So our last auto should be in here. Pierce Clarkson, spot 6. Katron Allen, spot 0. Lee Beebe Jr., spot 0. Cedric Alexander, X-Fractor. Yep, there it is. And Joe Labus is going to be the other auto. Alexander is spot 4 on the X-Fractor, and Labus is spot L. So spot 2. We'll get that one. So spot 2 going to Andrew. All right. Carson Beck, spot 8. Ekin, spot 8. And Whit Weeks, spot 8. All right. And that is your Bowman U football break. So I'm going to check and see if Andrew has replied with a team. He has not yet. All right. So I don't have a payment yet from Andrew, so we're going to move on to the Leaf Flash Break next. All right. So let's do a recap. All right. Well, you got picked. I picked already for you. So you're good. You're covered. It's not Andrew. It's Hayden. Hayden, I need to pick a team. All right. Cedric Alexander is going to be spot 4 on the X-Fractor. Joe Labus was spot 2 for the L. TJ Parker, X-Fractor, spot 4. Bryce Hill, spot 3 on the Shimmer. Acropolis, Avery Johnson, that was spot 1. Carson Beck, 103, a 325. Yeah, Andrew, you're good. You're all paid. It was, I think I was saying Andrew, but I meant to say Hayden. Hayden is the name I needed. Hayden's the one I needed. Technically, it was a payment for this, but it was the same price. So technically, it's a payment for basketball at this point. But he also has a mini spot to take. Or wait, does he have a payment for me? No, he doesn't owe a payment for this. He was actually paid for this. I'm going to delete that. I don't need his payment because he paid that already. For some reason, I was thinking he had to pay for basketball, but he was getting a mini in basketball. That's why I was. So he fixed my comment. Sorry, let me fix my comment to him. All right. So let me finish this, and then we're going to do our Leaf Flash Break. The last one, the last Leaf Trinity box I have. Jaden Virgin Morgan was spot 7, 75 of 150. Luke Hassel, 9 of 99, going to spot 9. Javon Tracy on the Shimmer, going to spot 5. Steve Angeli, spot 6, 236 to 350. Kevin Jennings, 60 of 150, going to spot 0. Vinny Anthony, the second, spot 7 to 217 of 225. And Alonzo Barnett, 271 of 350. 350. Damn Loch Ness Monster, 350. All right. So we're going to do our Leaf Flash Break. I'm going to set that right here. So our last Leaf box I had, I do not know if the booklet, if we don't have a booklet in here, then the guy who bought the 2 boxes clearly had the booklet. All right. So we're going to do the Leaf Flash Break right now. So I've got Mark, who got it from the mini. Frankie. Andrew. Lynn. And Tino. All right. That tag is in, so we'll do it like we did before. I will do the break first, then we will random the names, and then we will random the hits, and then we will random for the base cards. All right, let's hope this one is the best one of them all. We hit a 101 Jesus Meta, so I mean, we've definitely done good on some of these already. I am hoping for a booklet. I'm hoping the booklet's in here. I am not feeling confident the booklet's in here. There's not a booklet in here, which means one of the 2 boxes the guy bought at the shop had the booklet. I apologize. That's assuming, I guess, our case had a booklet altogether, but that's a bit of a bummer. But these have all been very good, so we're just going to run it. All right, here we go. I think the bottom's a triple auto. All right, top card, first base card is going to be Max Clark, 4 of 7. Nobody had serial number 4? That'll be the first base card. Second base card is going to be 48 of 49, Elijah Green for your second base card. Nobody had 48. And then the next one is going to be Eduardo Tate. That is 5 of 7. That's going to be your first auto. Eduardo Tate is going to be the first auto out of the box. Second auto out of the box is going to be Eddie Reinders for the Steel Lutetium. That is 3 of 10. Eddie Reinders. Hit number 2. Hit number 3. Is going to be a Phelan Celestin Green. That is 3 of 4. I think I know who the patch is. 3 of 4. Feeling Celestin. I definitely know who that is. Oh, that's cool too. 19 of 49. Ethan Anderson. 19 of 49. Hit number 4. Well, the next one's a cool one. Definitely have an appreciation of this next one because of all the different teams he's been on. This is not a prospect. This is a legend. This is a quad or triple, the cycle. That is a Gary Sheffield triple patch with Yankee patches. There's a Gary Sheffield game used triple mem auto card. Gary Sheffield triple mem game used Yankee patches. That's nice. And the last one is going to be a dual auto. Unfortunately, I don't know who they are, but it is going to pay some break credit. 3 of 3 on the Gary Sheffield. And the last one is a dual autograph. It is 1 of 7. So that means Liam, Chad, and Andrew are all going to get $5 in break credit. Carson Beng and Jeremy Rodriguez dual auto. All right. There are your 6 hits. All right. So I am going to set up the random. We're going to first random the name. Well, so I'm going to random the hits first, actually. We're going to do a monster race because I like the monsters. If they still have the monsters. Then I got rid of the monsters. Oh, no. Oh, there they are. All right. I thought they got rid of the monsters. All right. I'm going to not forget to do this. All right. So we're going to do a monster race. So I'm going to put our 6 hits in, and then I'll put the names in. All right. So we had a Eduardo Tate. We had a Eddie Reinders. How do you spell that name? R-I-N-D-S. Feeling Celestin. Ethan Anderson. Now I really want to know what that booklet was. Gary Sheffield. If there was one. And then we have the dual auto. All right. So we're going to run this random. This is going to establish the order of the hits. So here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1, and... Monster Wolf. I just like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I think that one's kind of funny. I don't know where the middle monster, the Ethan Anderson monster, is from. I can't place that one. Eduardo Tate, I think, is from Rampage. Well, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looks like he's going to take this one on a... He just literally ran away with that one. All right, so the dual auto is going to be first. The Gary Sheffield auto is going to be 4th. All right. So that is the order. You either want to be 1st or 4th if you want the dual auto or the Gary Sheffield. So now we're going to rack and stack. And we're going to put in the names as they were on the list. So Mark Hudson, Frankie, Andrew, Lynn Riffle, Andrew, and Tino. All right, 30 seconds. We got everybody set again, so we're ready now. This is going to set the order you paired to your hits. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. We got the War of the Worlds monster, a very bad version of Optimus Prime. Stay Puft again, the really freaky alien guy. Andrew, why do you gotta be a freaky alien? Tino's my Stay Puft guy. So Andrew's weird alien is just falling off the map here. He just decides he doesn't want to play anymore. Oh, wait. He's making a surge. Oh, Lynn's making a huge surge. Here we go. And Lynn takes the dual auto. Lynn, Frankie, Andrew, Tino is going to get the Gary Sheffield card. So I'm going to give you guys your hits next to, put that in the comments. In the first race he did. In the first race he ran like he hadn't needed to use the bathroom really bad. He just took off. All right, so there are your hits relative. So Lynn is going to get the dual auto. Frankie is going to get the Eduardo Tate. Andrew's got the Phelan Celestin. Tino's got the Gary Sheffield. Andrew's got the Ethan Anderson. Mark Hudson has the Eddie Reidenders. Who had it? Tino. So Tino is the person you would have to talk to about the Sheffield card. So if you message him and you guys work something out on that, just let me know. But Tino Verzola is your guy. All right, so we're going to re-rack and stack for the base cards. First place is going to get the Max Clark. Second place is going to get the Elijah Green. So we're going to race again. Here you go. 3, 2, 1, and you're off again. And this is for your base cards. Top 2. Everyone that looks like they wanted to participate in this one. Although Andrew's War of the Worlds monster is falling behind again. His other guy's got so many legs and movement and stuff. He's just holding this lead. He's like, I'm not like, uh-oh. There's Hemorrhoids Tino again. Hemorrhoids Tino again runs away with it. Did Hudson take second? I think Mark Hudson might have stuck in on second down at the bottom there. No, Andrew did maintain second place. So, Andrew, you get the Elijah Green, and Tino gets the Max Clark. All right. And that is that. Okay. So, now, as promised, I am running the Kaboom calendar. Call it the Thank You Kaboom calendar. All right, so it is, I am taking all of the breaks from tonight. It is going to be a massive duck race. So give me a couple seconds to get this set up. But I am running that right now. So I could put 1,000 names in here, it looks like. Yeah, 1,000 names I can put in here. So I'm going to copy everybody from tonight. It is being put in no particular order, so just bear with that. And I am including the NBA break, even though we didn't break it tonight. I am including that one. If my name wins at any point, it turns into a re-race. I don't have time to really sort, so I will re-race if my name wins. If I don't catch them all the time, my name falls in this. I'm not winning my own giveaway. All right, let me get the basketball. All right. So that is that night. I got another one in. Close the monster race. So I was going to share the screen at the duck race. Marshmallow finally got looks. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, but the marshmallow did good for you because you needed him to drag his feet a little bit if you wanted that Gary Sheffield card. So I am working on the list right now, as you can see. I'm up to 177 entries. Let's give me a couple more seconds. Almost have it. Again, if I miss one of my own names, I will just rerun it. All right, 216 names. There's some more. $247 names. $253 names. Going back to 1024. All right, 1024. These names. Boy, I might have 1,000 names on this one. 305 entries. second. $366 entries. Got a lot going on here. Andrew's going to go over to Nick's card shop, find some Seahawks and supersonic stuff to trade you, Tina. He'll be up there tomorrow, probably. Watch. All right, 10/22. So I said the last 2 weeks. So all of last week and the week before. So going all the way back to 10/20. So I just need to do 10/21 now. All right, this is 10/20. All right. I'm going to do a quick scan to see if my name is in any of these because I want to take it out. There's one right there. 431 entries into this giveaway. Well, let's not actually put a giveaway spot in there. So you can see all the names that are in here. All right, so I'm going to set the crapola. I need to figure out which one this is. I put the wrong thing in there. Put the wrong side. TJ. Mark Daly Knicks. All right, fix that. And gotta get rid of these. That's not what I need. All right. There's the missing ones. All right, just finishing the scan here. So 418 entries so far. There again. Okay. All right. 417 entries into this giveaway. It is an epic race. All right. 417 races. I'm going to shuffle the characters one time. We're going to do a 1 minute race since it's so big. 417 ducks. We're going to shuffle them up. All right. The characters have been shuffled. This is a 1 minute race for a Kaboom Absolute Football Countdown calendar clock as a thank you for you all giving me good advice to rip, which led to a very good poll. So good luck, everybody. Here you go. 3, 2, 1, and off. An epic duck race right now. Everybody who has been in the break the last 2 weeks. Lots of names floating out there right now. We're at the halfway part of the race here. Look at all the names floating. Maybe you see yours, maybe you don't. I don't know who needs to be in the race in the lead first, but converted burst into flames. Oh no, nobody won the race. Tino and the B Duck, you're sitting out front. Are you going to hold it the whole time? Uh-oh, someone's coming up hard. There's some ducks with some fast paddling here. Oh man, there's a lot of fake outs here. I don't know who's going to win this one. Oh, this is going to come down to the wire. Who's going to win? Chad wins the box. Chad is the winner of the Kaboom Absolute Football Countdown box. He always complains his duck always drags his feet, but so congrats to Chad for being the winner. I'm just going to comment on the Facebook post and the live stream. I actually owe him a shipment, so we'll just stick it all right in the box. All right. All right. No more quacky. Enough quacking, duck. All right. So I will put that in with his shipment. He has some other stuff in there, so I actually have a good sized box to actually put it in. I think it fits. If not, I'll just go get one of the boxes that it actually came in. But all right. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you all for giving me good advice. I mean, if you guys didn't give me good advice, I wouldn't have pulled the Travis Hunter Kaboom card for myself. So, sometimes it's like as a breaker, you pull a lot of cards for other people, and then like when you pull boxes yourself, you start kind of like, damn, I can't ever pull anything for myself. And the rush of like pulling for you guys is amazing, and I appreciate the fact that you guys give me that opportunity. The rush when you pull for yourself, when you totally unexpected, it's just like sometimes there's just no other way to describe it. And it was awesome, and I've never pulled that card for myself. That's probably the biggest card I've ever pulled for myself. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest card I've ever pulled for myself. So, but really appreciate you all. So we will do NBA because I want to give Hayden a chance to pick his team. We will do NBA first thing on Wednesday. I'll run the random tomorrow once Hayden picks his team. We will still have our breaks go up tomorrow. We'll have the BOWMAN. We'll have the BOWMAN U. We will have the baseball break, and we will have our football break go up tomorrow. So we'll have a full slate for Wednesday of 4 breaks, hopefully, to run. But tomorrow will be less expensive. It'll be a glory of the game. My other last Kaboom Advent calendar, and just some good stuff. So. And I'm going to be trying to buy Phoenix first off the line tomorrow for everybody. So we're going to call it tonight. I hope you all have a great night. I hope you all have a great week. I hope you enjoyed the breaks. I know that DONRUSS break was really long. But thank you all for joining. And otherwise, we will catch you all later.